Welcome back to another Affinity video, in which we have another awkward hand, which contains one less artifact than we need to really get there. So we're stuck on one, unless we draw another cheap artifact or another land, we do not have 2 mana. However, I find that with the Mox Opal, generally want to keep because it turns any card I draw that is not cost 2 or more, other than Galvanic Blast, into additional mana. And that's good enough for me, so I will keep this. Instead of being like only on draw land, we're on draw land or draw, you know, any 0-cost creature, any 1-cost creature, a drum, whatever. And worst comes to worst, we can animate our own Inkmoth Nexus to get Metalcraft to cast Galvanic Blast. It's not positive on mana, but it does let us get colored mana. Chalice for 0. My Mystic Senses detect Eldrazi Tron. Probably. Could be like White, Red, Moon, 8 Moon, Sun and Moon, whatever it's called, that deck. But I'll stick with my first guess. Drawing the cranial plating, not what we wanted. Lista. That's awkward. Can't even really animate the Inkmoth to get colored out of the Mox Opal, because then we get horribly owned. Mostly hoping for land now. Drum works. And by works, I mean forces him to shoot the Scourge, the Ballista with it. Anyways. And no, we can't do it post-combat. Mostly because then it would be tapped and yeah, it would be less good. Anon's here. Well, you can look at our wealth of options and definitely take Galvanic Blast. There's no other defensible option here. This Galvanic Blast is the only thing we can cast, and it also kills the Thought-Knot Seer and potentially draws us out of the Mana Screw. I'm glad we have the Mox Opal before the Chalice comes down, but still not looking good. Because now only lands and 1-drops are outs. None of the 0-drops are outs to casting spells, because there's a Chalice. So that's a good 7, 10 cards that are no longer live. Like a 5th of our deck that just doesn't do anything. Spire of Industry. That is a card I like. We'll cast an Arcbound Ravager. Suppose it doesn't matter the order. There's 0 chance I'm blocking anything that he plays, so it does not matter which one is tapped or untapped. Normally you'd rather have the Steel Overseer tapped so they can block with Ravagers if something weird happens, but I'm just not blocking. And we have a Reality Smasher. We do indeed. I take 9, go to 10, cast a Master of Ethereum, hold it up with Steel Overseer and Arcbound Ravager, and... Right. Oh, look at that card that I can't cast. Reshaper, holding up on an expedition map in a ghost quarter. He doesn't actually have attacks here. Kind of nice. More Memnite. Suppose I play the cranial plating this way? Do I equip an attack? I could equip Arcbound Ravager an attack. What would that do? I would trade against either a Reality Smasher or a Thought-Knot Seer. If I trade against Thought-Knot Seer, that's kind of fine, because I draw a card. Trade against Reality Smasher, that's also kind of fine. You can't trade against Matter Reshaper. Yeah, I think I'm actually inclined to attack. Get some aggression on. He can't trade with Matter Reshaper because Steel Overseer activates him, owns him. If he trades the... Okay. Did you not see this coming? Or maybe he just wants to cycle it, and that's fine. He can jump block. Get an Urza's power plant. Oh, nice. He assembles Tron off that. I suppose that's pretty good for him. Not that he really seems to have anything to do with the mana, but hey. It is what it is. Oh man, I could get really owned if he has all his dust. Is all his dust? Oh my god, I'm gonna get owned by all his dust. That's hilarious. Oh no, Karn liberated. Well, I'm also getting owned, but still. Different card. So... I have 12 damage. I'm just dead here, right? What can I possibly draw that gets me out of this? Galvanic Blast. Not the third 0 mana artifact. Huh. Well, that was awkward. Alright. Let's try not drawing 3/0 mana artifacts after stalling on lands. By the way, when you're sideboarding, make sure you sideboard in the right card with the identical mana cost. There's two very different red and 1 spells in my sideboard. And there's just about no situation where you want to bring in one where you'd like the other. Alright, be on the play. This is a much... Well, it has the mana. It doesn't have the payoffs, but... I don't think I'm mulligan it. I think the explosiveness of it means that if I draw the payoff, I'll be in good shape to win, versus if I don't draw the payoff. Who says another hand would have it, or the mana to really jam it out quick. Well, that's not the encouraging card, but... Eight permanents, turn 1. Or turn 2. Sadly, I have 3 power. But any payoff card is amazing, especially Cranial Plating. Just need him to, like, not have Natural Tron and Walking Ballista and all that other nonsense. Hatchet Bomb. Don't want to see that card. This is good. could not have asked for anything better. I think Master is better even than Cranial Plating here. Just because Cranial Plating dies on 2 to this Ratchet Bomb, and Master does not. I like how hard he's thinking about whether or not to kill 2 Ornithopters with a Ratchet Bomb, though. It's an encouraging sign. In his shoes, I suppose it really depends on what's in his hand, so I can't really judge, but... I mean, I can't judge, but still going to. I would probably not have killed the Ornithopters. I do not think the Ornithopters are your problem there. Especially since they're attacking for 1 that turn. Yes. You play that Thought-Knot Seer. You go right ahead. I think I just animate this. They have Galvanic Blast for the next turn. So he goes to 1 unless he chumps, in which case I draw a card after losing nothing. Yeah. Oh, Thoughtseize. Nice. Okay, okay. That's how it's supposed to go. There is a Thoughtseize and an Ancient Grudge. That does protect the Steel Overseer pretty well. I can go like... Chalice on 0 is kind of annoying. It shuts off the Opal and 2 of the cards. I do think this is a keep though, just on how good Steel Overseer is in this matchup against some hands, but it's going to be a riskier keep. If he has natural Tron Ballista, I'm losing horribly. But then again, most of the time that they have natural Tron Ballista, you're losing horribly. If they whiff on land again? Oh. Well, I guess I just need to draw a red source. There's 9 possible red sources that I can play. Yeah, well. Cranial Plating does damage, right? One for 6. Ah, drew his land. No. Yeah, just play Scourge, get in with everything, do as much damage as possible, and pray that I draw a colored source to unlock all of my cards with this Ancient Grudge. I would be not at all surprised to see the exile the thing. Yeah, that thing. Right? Still getting there. Still on 2 lands, so it's not like he's doing much. Hatchet Bomb. Hatchet Bomb on 2 gets me pretty hard. Do not like that. I really need to draw my red source. Although, I suppose he is kind of dead, unless he does something real fast. So there's that. Nice, nice. Alright, claiming our victory. Moving on.